Hello everybody, welcome to the RGN New Year's Open. We are on match number 2 of the evening, Paradox versus SKDC. Some people didn't think they could do it. I personally thought that the dream was real. Paradox showing that they're a solid lineup here, so we are here on cash. It is a knife round to decide which side you start on. I am Sprawl, by my side Buck. He had the pleasure of casting that last match, and what unfolded there, Buck?
Well, Paradox just showed up. It wasn't a matter of Exile getting out, Exile playing like bad. It was basically Paradox just outplayed them. They played very well. They took a lot of the duels. There was a lot of close rounds where maybe Exile could have won, and Paradox just had better post-plant position or better pushing and retakes. So it was really just a matter of Paradox playing a better map. I don't know what to expect from them on cash. I know that SKDC is pretty good on cash. I don't know what Paradox brings to the table as far as that's concerned. I may have seen them play, but I don't recall. So this could be interesting. You know, SKDC, they are an invite-level team, but they've had a lot of roster changes, and I do mean a lot. Obviously, adding Elige and losing him within the same week. Their roster has cycled quite a bit. The only players that even are still playing from last season is Ocean Char and Elsa Mama. Virtus and Stan Jesus, obviously new players. But like the roster's just been changing. It's been like a constant, I don't even know, like I don't even know. I really can't even think of a good word. My brain is broken. So SKDC just maybe will have some consistency problems on cash. I don't really know.
I think I'm going to give the slight nod here, especially with we are going to see the knife round. Sapphire Kelowna, they picked that up. So they're starting on that CT side. I'm going to give the nod to them here, but being that we don't have a lot of information on Paradox and they just came off a win, how are they feeling right now? Beating out Exile, that's got to be a good feeling to be moving into this match. So this is a best of one. Our next match is going to be the winner of this versus Torqued for a lower bracket final, and that is going to be a best of 3. So this is the last best of 1 that they're going to have to battle through here. Let's see what happens. We are live in the pistol round here. We've got 3 pieces of armor on the CT side. We've got Stanislav Virtus with the utility, but the T side, they are going for an A play. They've got 2 players moving into A main and 3 cycling through Squeaky.
And only 1 player on A. That's the 2-man Stan Jesus playing deep by truck. Obviously, the 4-man Virtus playing up towards highway. But Stan Jesus, he's not going to even come up with the frag here. He's going to get smoked out quick. Molly's going to rain out. Drop to 56 HP, no armor. He's going to have to fall back. Kind of interesting buy there, not picking up a kit, but picking up a Molly. He should have had money for both. At least as far as I remember, unless they changed something that I am just completely blanking on. Stan Jesus down to 35 HP. Adway going to catch out, I believe that is Else on the flank, trying to come through garage. So nice post-plant position here from Paradox. This is the kind of thing we were curious to see. How would they play on this map? But so far, they're doing pretty good in the pistol round, picking up the first kill. That's Stan Jesus, but Else on the flank gets 3 before being dropped by Roberts. Char comes in and takes down Roberts. Adway coming up big, though. That's 2 frags for him. It's a 1 versus 1. Char with the kill, but is he going to get the defuse? Time is ticking away here. It's going to come down to the wire, and that is a pun if you really think about it. Char not able to get the defuse.
Are you kidding me?
He gets green
thought for sure he had that. Oh, man.
What a pistol round. This has been like the whole tournament. Our pistol rounds in this tournament have been insane.
That was a good play. I like the way SKDC did that. They had the 1-man at truck, and the idea behind the incendiary is just throw it where they're going to plant the bomb, where they can only plant it safely, and then just perform the retake. And it worked out very well until Char just didn't have the time there, and I don't remember if someone had a kit or not. I don't believe anybody did around there, so that is going to be the round for Paradox, and boy, are they going to be happy about that one, as it was very, very close, and already we see them getting an early pick in this anti-eco round.
Yeah, that, I mentioned again, Stan Jesus had a Molly. That was all he bought. I'm more than certain you can do Molly kit, if I'm not mistaken. I maybe I'm wrong, and I just am like stupid, and I haven't played the game long enough. I haven't played the game in a while, so I could be wrong.
I think it's more expensive for it, because you get $800, that's $400 for a kit, and then you can get 2 flashes. So I think that's how it is, but we're gonna look silly if it's not.
Yeah, they didn't have a single kit though. That's confusing me.
Yeah, and that's something that I think they wanted to work that retake, just get in before they had that kind of opportunity, but that's the thing. It's not always going to work out best case scenario, and those post-plant position worked out really well for Paradox here, and already round number 2, they have the bomb down. They've taken 2 casualties. Ellis is going to pick up a Galil for his efforts. He didn't actually get that frag. That was all Stan, but he will collect nonetheless. And now he's just hopping back towards T-spawn here. So he will be able to take a rifle into the next round, and that's going to be very nice for them as they were not intending to buy in this 3rd round here. The 4th, obviously, being the first rifle round. So we'll see what happens here in these later rounds, but thus far, not too bad for Paradox at all.
Winning pistol's huge. Obviously, you're facing off against a team with plenty of invite experience in SKDC. The eco round from SKDC isn't terrible, picking up the 2 frags, hurting that economy of Paradox, but they're going to be able to rebuy, getting the plant and winning the round. That Galil save on Elsa Mama could be big, because if they can get a frag or 2, potentially put some guns in the teammates' hands, that could really help. We're going to see nades on 3 players here. I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to stack possibly on mid, and it does look like that is where the pain train is headed. Unfortunately, no one's going to be there just yet. If they delayed a little bit, oh my gosh, just in time. Justin down to 17 HP from that nade spam. Roberts gets hit down to 64 as well. So as I say that, the nades actually do decent work. I don't know if they naded down mid or if they naded over stack. I didn't see.
It was over towards the guys where the boost were, and Justin, he was right underneath the boost, like waiting for his buddy to show up, and then he got hit on the side of the head with a grenade. Yeah, that's never a fun feeling. Never a fun feeling.
You sound like you know from experience. Have you been hit on the side of the head with a grenade?
Just a couple times. I don't want to talk about it, though. Traumatizing experience, to be honest. We're going to see Ocean take down 1, finally firing back, though. It is going to be now with 3v3, Virtus hitting some shots here, and that's going to be great for them as now 2 lit terrorists. Ocean still posing some pressure here as Strebber down to 8 HP, so this is definitely a doable round from the SKDC lineup, but that's Strebber going down, and it's all up to Justin here and Silent as they are going to plant the bomb in B, so they have control there. Silent has full HP, but Justin, he's very, very lit. He's the player on site right now. They have a grenade with his name on it. That's Ocean, as now dropping into the vents. We see now in checkered. Oh, a beautiful shot onto Virtus. He's going to be on the bench. Else will come up and take that frag, but now it's Ocean, very lit. Last player alive is Else in a 1v1. He doesn't have time here. He's got no kit at all. He's just going to stick it, and that is not going to work out in his favor. He does peek out, tries to get the frag here. Silent will just retreat, and a beautiful play by Silent. He's not going to play that game, and Else dies with the bomb. Another round here for Paradox, but it's an expensive one, so good on SKDC, but that's a round that they were very close to winning.
It came down to a kit. Again,
it's true, yeah.
A kit, they could have had that. I really think that if Else had a kit, probably could have stuck the bomb. The funny thing is, they had that Galil. The Galil that they saved from the previous round didn't get a kill until like the final 10 seconds of the round. They picked up all those frags with pistols and obviously picking up rifles from the dead bodies. So a good round from SKDC showing that they're definitely going to be looking solid here in the first buy round. Stan Jesus and Virtus, though, not able to pick up full armor. Virtus with the AWP, and wow, Silent just got dinked by Virtus for 16 HP. Virtus repeaks that with the AWP, says, I don't really care. I'm going to take you down. Time to polish you off, bud. So it's now a 5 versus 4 in favor of SKDC. I'm not sure what Virtus hit with that did that little damage.
I'm not really sure either, to be honest, but we see 2 frags in the other favor, and that's going to be mid-control now for the T's. They've opened things wide up here, as now it's only Char on the A site, so if they do decide to kind of work highway here up on A, he's going to have his work cut out for him. Stan on the other side of Smoke and Z, and he could be the person to just flank behind this push, as Adwait is carefully watching there, but now they're all looking up towards A. Is he gonna go for the move? Stan wanting to get out. Char will get one in Justin. He's got plenty around the corner though. Nice flash, doesn't work out, but we see Stan peek out. He gets 2 of them. And now it's all up to Strebber here. 1v1, Virtus versus Strebber. He's got the bomb. He will be able to plant here. He's got 3K so far in this round. We'll see if Virtus can retake here as he's playing from highway. He does see him. No, he didn't see him, rather. He does see the squeaky door, though, and he gets the shot.
Wow.
What was Strebber doing? What was he doing? Why are you out in the open like that? I don't understand. And Virtus is going to gladly take that freebie.
He knew that Virtus had the AWP. I don't know. Maybe he thought he was truck side, would have been stronger to get towards quad box. Maybe he thought he was going to push through Squeaky, so it'd be better to actually get in Squeaky. I'm blown away. What a
I was on
misplay
Virtus's cam, and at least from his point of view, it looked like he opened the door, looked like he was gonna go in, and then he's like, "No, actually, I don't feel like it. I'm just gonna go back towards site." And then the free shot. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
Interesting play.
Yeah, and it's gonna put Paradox on an eco. Losing that first buy, such a weird round. Came down to that 1v1, but neither team is really looking too good economy-wise because SKDC lost a lot, and here we see that run boost we've been seeing a lot of. Char's going to get up on the Shroud spot, and it's going to be big here. Char's going to have to get multiple frags here because the site is already taken, and he only gets one right now. He's going to get dropped quickly by Justin. Char should have been able to get more kills, but obviously the misplay there was M4A4 versus M4A1. M4A1 probably could have picked up a bit more frags. Giving away your position before you even get the first kill is huge. Virtus sitting here in sight right now with an AWP gonna push and get dropped by Silent. What was that? What a strange push from Virtus there with the op. And what?
I don't know what we're watching, man. Is this Counter-Strike?
This is so bizarre. I think we might be watching Call of Duty here.
This is Strike Encounter, a different iteration. It's actually a knockoff.
There's just like no thought process, it feels like. It's just kind of like, let's just run in. We got an op. We'll just put the op in the middle of sight, and then he'll pull out his pistol and get dropped by Silent holding the corner. So many misplays and strange plays. I'm confused for both teams.
Yeah, and props to Paradox. They picked up that round, but I would say that it's more to the testament of the CTs not really playing their proper spot. Like Char, he had every opportunity to get so many as they were just running on by and just uncharacteristically tried to take a chance, and he got one, and as he's falling gets fragged. So, and I did see Virtus had some team damage on him, so I didn't see when that happened, but when he died I saw that, and I imagine so Virtus taking down, he had an AWP. That always hurts, even if it's from a teammate. So we are here in round number 6. Paradox on a full buy, now an eco for SKDC. They did decent though in I believe that was the 3rd round. Only pistols and 1 Galil, and they were able to get some damage done, but here we have a lot of frags towards the T's. We've got Virtus and Ocean already on the bench, mid-control towards the T's, and they're going to be dropping down here from Spindle, now peeking up Highway, getting all the frags here. Strebber is going to get 2, and it's all up to Else here, alone at the B site. Luckily for him, they are actually going to be going this direction. He's going to get a freebie, almost got a second one on ad weight as 5 HP was on that player.
If Else could have picked up that kill, I mean, he's facing off against 2 lit players with the clock ticking away, potentially an op in hand. That could have swung the round, obviously, but still a really good eco, getting the 2 frags. They were able to take the op out of the hands, but obviously picking it back up. But again, we've talked about this before. When you lose that op and then you have to drop and rebuy, that hurts the team's economy. Like before the CZ came out, I almost was urging teams to not have an op player because the damage it can cause your team's economy if they're not hitting their shots is huge. Because picking up that gun and dropping your rifle every round really starts to bear down on your players.
Yeah, mid-control here now for the T's. We're going to see Adwait poking his head. Sorry, I'm stumbling all over that, but he's going to come out Adwait, not waiting for anything. He's going to get 2 beautiful frags as he's checking the corners, and that was some beautiful play there. They do double smoke Heaven, but at this point, not a big deal as Char, last one on the field, has a 5.7 in hand and was just exchanging some bullets with Justin. So they know his locale, and that's going to be him now down and out. Round number 7 is going to be in the books here. Round number 8, it is 6-1 for Paradox, and that is not a scoreline that you want to be seeing on the CT side of Cash. No matter how good your T side is on Cash, you really need to get a grip on those the first half when you're on CT. This should be the easier half for you. So far, Paradox doing a great job just trying to mix up their plays, and again, thus far, they've done a great job of it. SKDC, on the other hand, they're looking a little bit slow right now. They haven't shown us what the team is capable of, and definitely they're capable of great things, but not when they're playing like this. We'll see if they can step it up here.
There's been an interesting trend in our tournament.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. Silent with the Tech 9 taking down Char, and Ocean is dropped already. This is a quick round here for Paradox, just pushing right into the site. They're going to pick up one more. That's Else down to the AK of Roberts. Stan Jesus and Virtus here, 2 versus 5. Virtus is going to find a headshot on Adwait, and I will finish that thought as soon as this round ends because I want to get it out there. But this is just Paradox just completely running over SKDC right now. SKDC not really able to do much of anything. They're just running right into the site, and SKDC's just caught with their pants down. And now they're going to be retreating with those guns. But something I wanted to say was that when we've seen this map played in this tournament and in previous tournaments as well, if you do not play this map well, like if you're not a team that typically plays Cash, this is a T-sided map. And I know that sounds silly, but it's basically like if you don't know how to counterplay the common T-side strategies because it's not a map you play that often, it can be very easy for the T's to pick up other rounds. It's not like, you know, maps like Inferno where if you don't necessarily know how to counter strategies, you can still win. It's pretty CT-sided. It's pretty even if you don't know how to play the map well. So if you don't know how to counterplay the common strats, you're just going to get stomped on by the T side, and that's what's happening right now. I don't think SKDC was really prepared to play Cash.
Yeah, they have some of the they have some of the techniques. We saw Char try to flash there as they came out of Squeaky, but the timings just aren't right. He was flashing as they had already come out, and there we do see a nice flash. That's Stan flashing Char into Squeaky here, but isn't going to matter as that's going to be mid-wide open. Ocean on the bench already, and he's someone that is really quiet right now. We saw him previously hitting so many shots. In the last match I casted with him, I think he was top fragged by a long shot on an Inferno. So this is not looking so hot from him. Only 2 frags, and Stan tried to get a frag there, but Strebber just says no. He's got 8 HP left. That was, in all rights, should have been a frag for the CT, but now we've got a very nice situation for Paradox. They're still working very slow, and Else goes down. It's all up to Char and Virtus here, and things are looking bleak, to say the least.
In before throw. That's what I'm going to say right now. I guarantee you that chat, the non-sub chat right now, is probably livid with the fact that SKDC is down 7-1 and potentially now 8-1 because last player standing Char, 1 versus 4. I mean, an open hand, but what can you do, really? I mean, there's no kit, a couple of nades, a smoke and a flash. Probably just going to get pushed here and lose that op. But if I'm like someone who bet on this game, I'm looking at this and going, what is going on? SKDC, an invite level team with years of experience playing against Paradox, and they're losing 8-1? That's not... If anything, you'd expect the score to be flip-flopped. You'd expect SKDC to be up 8-1, especially starting on the CT side. So you know that people are going to be furious about the fact that right now the team that was favored to win, even if the CSGO Lounge odds didn't necessarily indicate it, is down by such a high margin.
Yep, and Paradox are looking to continue that trend here as we're going to see what comes out from the strat book of SKDC. Nothing has been working on their defense as of yet other than picking up that 4th round, but that's only 1 here, and now Char is going to exchange some fire. But again, every time these guys get in duels, it's just inches away from them getting the frag, and then they get refragged. And this is looking a little promising, though. We see Ocean coming alive here, gets 2 frags in middle. And now it's all up to Eli and Silent as the bomb is down right outside of mid-warehouse. Silent playing from inside a checkered. He gets a free shot onto Virtus. He had no idea someone had pushed up already. And now Silent on the flank. This is a doable round, but Stan coming up from behind. And can he get the frag? That's an easy one. Gets the headshot, but what an overkill. Very lit was Eli. And now it is all up to Silent. 1v2. He's got 40 seconds left on the clock. And if he can pull out this round, talk about morale loss. This is going to be really difficult if SKDC drops this. But here we go. First shot goes towards Silent. He gets the Tech Guide headshot, but Ocean will be there to refrag, playing from on top of the red bin. That will be the first round in a while for the SKDC lineup.
Good counterplay there from SKDC to cover the bomb. Boosting up, obviously you can see the feet of the player as they run into garage before they can see you. So if he weren't boosted there, who knows what would have happened. But at this point, it doesn't matter if Paradox loses rounds. 8 rounds on T-side of Cash, they could lose out. They really could. But I don't think they're going to. Based on the way they're playing, SKDC would be lucky to get 5 rounds. Because really, I haven't seen anything from SKDC that indicates that they deserve any more than that based on their play. Obviously, things can change. Paradox could get confident, and by confident, I mean cocky, and then they could start playing too aggressively, taking peeks they don't need to take to try and get frags, and then Paradox could start losing that grip on the lead. SKDC really needs to win out and make this 8-7, and even still, that's not a good CT side for Cash.
Exactly, and now We see just some damage done to the CT lineup. Nothing other than that, though. In Ocean, he's going to try and get one onto Adweight, but again, not working out in his favor. He's going to go down, and those are frags these players are used to getting. They're just a little bit off right now, and if this was a best of 3, this is still wide open, but this is a best of 1. You guys are out of the tournament if you drop this, so we're going to see a nice frag there. It will be 1 for the CTs, but the refrag always working in the favor of the Ts. They're going to be coming into the B site. Virtus is on site, though. They haven't spotted him out, and that's going to be Eli trading with him, but he won't get it as he will get traded upon Char. Now the last one alive in a 1v2, and he's noticed to be the last one alive quite often here. He now finally has a kit, so let's see what happens on this retake.
It is a 1 versus 2. Silent's going to get caught out with that op. The 1 tap for Char. Now it's a 1 versus 1. Roberts behind the box in sight. Char does have a kit, so he can take his time here. He's going to get peeked. Goes for the spray down. Oh my god. Roberts comes up with the frag. 21 HP left on him. And that's another round for Paradox, and that means eco time for SKDC as they won their first round in, I think it was like 5 or 6 rounds. Broke that loss bonus. Now they're back on, basically no money. So, unfortunately for SKDC, that 1v1 was very important. They do lose it, not even just because of the scoreline, but their money is so broken. They're going to be picking up a few pistols. Ocean and Stan Jesus opting for a full save, as I believe is Virtus. There's a P250 on Else and a 5.7 on Char. But, man, what a round to lose. Unfortunately, SKDC not feeling good after that one.
Yeah, exactly, and now we do see already Char on the bench, Stan close left now, getting up in defense, but no, Adweight drops him before he can do so. Else will finally pick up a frag, and that's going to be an AWP for his efforts. He makes it around the corner, and that will be some weaponry for them to play around with. Ocean gets dropped, though. Justin coming out of Squeaky with a lot of power in his punch, and now it's all up to Ellis and Virtus. Obviously, he's going to drop that AWP to his buddy Virtus. He's a god with that thing, but we're not seeing that god play right now. He 7-0-9, and the SKDC lineup, again, they have no time to make mistakes here. This is it. You guys need to make as much as you can happen on the CT side, and something we had talked about previously in other matches is just resetting that loss bonus. Again, Paradox never wants to lose a round, and Virtus, he's going to drop the op. Ooh, that's not fun. You never want to lose a round, but if you do and you win another one back, that's what we just saw, and it's a double eco here from the SKDC lineup. So resetting the loss bonus, although, you don't want to drop that round. When it happens, though, now it's an opportunity. Let's break their money, and that's exactly what happened. We're seeing a double eco. Round number 13 underway, but 10-2, Paradox, they are taking this right now.
I'm blown away by SKDC and what's happening right now. They're going to go for a 5-man stack in mid here, and unfortunately, Paradox is already pushed into A. If they just execute into this A site right now, it's completely wide open. They're going to boost over, and look at Adweight already in position here. Oh, he runs back just as the peak comes out, so Else is going to get a frag here with the 5.7 onto Ellie. Gets another one that's Justin down. Silent finally responds with the op. Roberts is going to get one that's Ocean down. Virtus pushing from Highway. Connects onto the head of Adweight, and he's going to get another one with the AK there. That's Roberts. So what is going on here? This eco from SKDC finally waking up a little bit, but maybe a little bit too late. Silent with the Tech 9.
Oh
my god! Whoa!
What?
They're freaking out in voice chat right now as Silent hits some insane shots with the
Just
Tech 9
jumps
there.
right. Oh, I think he's in A main. Let me check real quick. Oh yeah, he was. I got him right in the face. Oh my god, that was ruthless.
Yeah, that was one of the nuttier shots I've seen with the Tech 9. The more recent one that comes to mind was the one by Die.
Oh,
we
yeah,
watched
definitely.
United play. She had that 2v1 Tech 9 ace, or Tech 9 clutch. But yeah, that was one of the nuttiest shots I've seen with the Tech 9 to date.
Oh man, we are gonna see a frag in the other direction here, so this is looking all right. But even in these odd man situations where the man advantage is in SKDC's favor, we just saw what happened in a 1v2. They weren't able to make it happen there, and the Paradox players, they're just hyped right now. Winning over Exile, that is a great move for them, and now coming in hard here. We will see Silent going down, so a little bit of life still in that SKDC lineup, but could it be a little bit too late, as we do see it is going to be an A-side execute. Justin on the other side of Squeaky Door. Eli will be sending in some nades here, some utility. They flash in. Actually, Robert's fully blind, but makes it to Forklift. We see Stan picking up one. Can he get a second? That's going to be Char, and they will clean up, so a flawless round here, but I imagine they're not even cheering at this point.
Yeah, they're not happy. Even if they win this next round, 11-4, that's a score you expect to have from the CT side, not on the CT side. Like, you expect to be up 11-4, not down 11-4. That's not good. Their T side is going to have to be lights out, and it very well could be. Who knows? Maybe the CT side of Paradox is just terrible on this map. I don't know. But as of right now, based on what I'm seeing, Paradox really likes Cash, and SKDC does not. And you can see in chat after that shot, I don't really check chat that often when we cast, but they put it off as sub mode, and sure enough, Vac, wrecked, OMG, that was pretty much like throwing, all that stuff came out, of course, you know, the typical chat you expect to see from non-sub mode after a shot like that.
It certainly is. Now we do see the round still got plenty of time here. We got 1:10 on the clock, but Ellis will move up very close on the other side of the smoke. Adwait's got to be very careful, actually flashing out, and Ellis, he's kissing a T right now, but he drops down, and that's going to be Adwait not getting frag. Silent will be able to get Virtus, but that is going to be multiple frags in the favor of the CTs here. Justin and Silent, the dynamic duo, will see what they can make happen. Silent with his AWP does have that beautiful Tech 9 as well. Justin over near A main, he's got his AK-47 as well. Will peek out, takes down Char with minimal damage done as well. That's the important part, is they do still have plenty to take down here, but oh, his buddy will get dropped, and now it's all up to Justin. Will get taken out by Ocean. But you said it best, 11-4 half. SKDC, even though they got that last round, they are not going to be happy right now.
Not at all. And they're at least happy that they ended at 11-4. That could have been so much worse. That could have easily been 13-2. And then it's like, geez, we lose pistol, well, game over. Instead, they're going to have at least some breathing room, because if Paradox wins the pistol, then they don't necessarily get handed match point. They could potentially hit that 14-4 scoreline. There's still a chance for a comeback, albeit a very difficult one. They have to win, obviously, 12 rounds in a row, maybe give up. They'd have to win 12 rounds in a row to get the win. They could only lose one round after that. So, and that would mean overtime. Yeah, I don't really see this map going SKDC's way. Obviously, I've seen some crazy comebacks, but based on the way that Paradox is playing versus the way that SKDC is playing, I just look at this like Paradox is super warmed up, and SKDC is just ice cold.
Agreed, and the only opportunity that I can see here from SKDC is basically now they're a little bit warmed up. Again, they picked up the last two of that half. They bring that momentum into pistol and hopefully try and build the momentum from there, because it's not that much in their favor right now. Taking 2 when you only have 4, yeah, that's not that great. It did come at the end of the half, but again, that is not a scoreline you're going to be happy about, so here we go. So we are here in pistol round, Paradox versus SKDC, the semifinal in our lower bracket for the RGN New Year's Open. The winner of this will move on to the lower bracket final, best of 3 versus Torque. That is coming up right after this. We've got a jam-packed night of action, and then we'll have grand finals happening tomorrow. It's all happening so quickly, but we are happy to bring it to you. I am Sprawl. By my side is Bach, and we are here in round 16. Looks like SKDC, they are prepping for an A-take.
And we'll hopefully not see the same thing we saw in the pistol round in the first half. Paradox does have a kit in the hands of Adwait, but the push is on right now. Molly's raining out over red box. There's a man, quad box, and a man in sight. The rotate is already on for Paradox. There's a man pushing up towards the truck, and I believe, I can't even get a sight on who that is. Bomb is going to get planted for SKDC. That's Justin pushing around. Roberts and Adwait there as well. Eli, or Ellie for that matter, sitting on quad box, and the kills raining in right now for Paradox. It's down to the last man, Char. He's full up with armor. But Ellie with the ridiculous bitch play, squeezing him in the door and holding him still, getting the headshot. That was pretty funny. That for awesome. Me sums up the match for SKDC.
Yeah, just like, you want to come out and make something happen, but we're just going to shut the door on your face and, yeah, kill you at the same time. So that just happened. We see Paradox picking up the pistol, and I hate to break it to you folks, but that was the momentum swinger that SKDC really needed. We could see Paradox, they're taking this serious. They've got 4 rifles on the board and a Pro 90, so they are not bringing out those tiny weapons, no SMGs for them. And on the other end, SKDC needs to make something happen here, and they know it. They've got armor on all their players. They've got a decent grenade set as well. Those Tech 9s, they can be ruthless. So we'll see what happens here as they are going to be flashing over into Highway. They've taken complete mid control, but you can see that they have a control around it due to the CTs, and that's going to be a little bit of damage done to Eli. He puts a lot onto Char, though, and now they're still stuck in mid. Where are they going to go from here?
Pistols, it's really hard to get very much of anywhere. Silent's going to get the first frag, taking down Stan Jesus. Here comes the counter. That's Char getting 2 with the CZ. How did that happen? Adwait and Silent go down. That's going to give the site to the T-Squad. Ellie's going to get 1, but taken down to 19 HP. Justin getting that trade over in the vent. I thought that Else could come up with it, so it's now a 2 versus 3. But the players for Paradox are lit. Justin at 49, Ellie at 19, Roberts with the dreaded P90, the anti-eco beast. And here he goes. He's coming into checkerboard with that. And oh my gosh, Ocean, what are you kidding me? The 3K with the Tech 9 against all odds. SKDC pulls that round from the grasp of Satan himself. And they are back in this match, putting Paradox now into that dreaded double ego.
Yeah, and Roberts, that almost came down to, I was on his screen, and when he tried to go into checker to help out as his buddy was basically getting dropped in vents, he ran into the wall literally just for a split second and had to realign and then make it through. That was enough time for Ocean to deke all the way back to like the B entrance, get that other frag, and then turn back and get him. So what a play, though. We've got Virtus and Char putting down the CTs here. And it is only going to be Eli, Roberts, and Adwait left on the field as SKDC, they're not out of this yet. They want to make something happen here, and that is a great round to start things off.
Did you see that one tap from Virtus?
To be honest, I didn't.
Oh my gosh, Virtus peeked on the top of stairs and just one tap that first kill. Second kill was the same thing, going for the one tap frags, obviously getting them. But wow. Obviously, they're going to be facing off against the anti-eco there because of that round win in round number 2, but my goodness, what a shot. So SKDC, all of a sudden, right back in this. They're starting to build that confidence up, starting to build some momentum on the T side, obviously facing it off against these eco rounds. It's easy picking, but you have to shut these down. If you even lose 2 players, that can be just bad for your morale, but it's bad for your economy too. So SKDC needs to just go in and just go lights out on these anti-ecos, come into the next buy with all that momentum, all that confidence, because they're a good team. They have the ability to play this map. They have the ability to outplay a team like Paradox, you would think. But Paradox right now has just been like so solid on the map. They need to shake them up.
We are going to see a couple players pushing through B. That's going to be Silent and Adwait. Adwait took some significant damage there as Else was holding way back from spawn. Char now is going to try and contest against Silent. Will get that frag, and you'd hope so, as only a P2K on Silent. Eli goes down in mid, and it's all up to the 3 here. It's going to be Justin, Roberts, and Adwait still alive, and the T's have yet to pick a site to actually go for, and it does look like no, they're going for that B site, flooding on in. We see Char already inside a checkered. They're gonna have 3 people following quickly behind. We'll see what Adwait can do. Again, very lit here, and he's gonna get backstabbed as Char will come up from behind, and now it's only Roberts and Justin. They're both stuck in mid, looking for some exit frags, but we'll see what happens here as SKDC, they do not want to lose any players.
Yeah, SKDC just needs to stomp through these anti-ecos. We are going to see Else get that one man down. That's Roberts, just in the last one up. And again, probably just going for exit frags. Ocean is lit down to 25 HP. Else could get caught off guard, but look at this flash. It's almost as if they know he's there. Just in the last one, going to try and get a frag here if he can. I don't see it necessarily happening, and as I say that, Virtus gets taken down. So again, they couldn't really be losing guns here. Char should be able to swap out that FAMAS for the AK, not able to get there in time. Never mind. So I keep saying things that are not going to come true. But SKDC looking okay on these anti-ecos, but this is the first real challenge. They're facing off against a full buy. Obviously, eco against the buy early worked out, but full buy for full buy, SKDC has been trumped by Paradox almost every time.
Yeah, we'll see what the positioning is for the CTs here. They're going to have one player. It's going to be Roberts playing inside of A. He's going back to quad. They've got a quick rotate in Justin on highway. But here we go already. We see Eli. He does take down one, but Virtus will trade on him right away as now they actually are just going to be going for an A main play. They've got 2 players out, Squeaky, and Roberts still inside of sight. Justin, he's playing from now, actually rotating into sight, and they might actually opt for an early rotate here. Here we go, Adwait and Silent already on their way over. Justin gets 1 here. Very important round for SKDC. They need to make this happen, but that's going to be a nice frag through the smoke. Silent just tapping away, and now it's going to be Ocean and Virtus. They're forced to move towards the other site, but the timing, this is not going to work out. They've got CTs from all angles, and now peeking back in, Justin with the frags. He's got a triple in this round, and that's Paradox shutting down all that momentum that SKDC just built up.
I have voice comms enabled in game. It's something that I usually don't disable because I'd like to hear what the players are saying. And Char's first thing after going through the door and getting popped was such a bad idea, and I couldn't agree more. That was a bad idea. They pushed through that smoke. They got into that position where they probably should have waited a little bit longer, played the sites, played the information role. Instead, they just kind of went for a quicker play than they really needed to, and they just got obliterated there by Paradox. Paradox counterplayed SKDC perfectly. But SKDC is going to be able to pick up a couple more rifles in this round. They're not exactly broke because of the fact that they shut down this anti-eco as well. But look at this round working out nicely here. The counterplay in mid for Paradox, picking up 3. The 4th one coming in on the head of Char. Compliments of Ellie's M4 and Ocean. 1 versus 4 in a round they have to win. They're going to be ecoing if they lose this more than likely. And that could put Paradox in a position where they're getting match point unless SKDC force buys, and then they'd just be handing them the game if they lose. Look at Ocean, though. The sneaky beaky play, pushing into sight, gets 1, gets 2, makes it a 1 versus 2. He's going to have plenty of time to get that bomb planted, and it's a 1 versus 2. Ellie and Adwait versus Ocean. Ocean in sight with the AK, and I am excited to see what happens here.
Yeah, it's going to be Ocean moving towards the forklift. Eli on the other side. He will get that one. Now Adwait and Ocean in a 1v1. Ocean trying to make it happen here. Has to go for it. Oh, he's just going to stick it, though. Is he going to get it? And that's the frag for Ocean. What a play. 4K. And that is the momentum that could just get SKDC back in here. You've got one player just going huge. Let's get the team behind it. So SKDC, they are not out of this now. The money is broke for the CTs. Paradox has nothing here. They're going to be forced to eco, and SKDC could be looking at another round here.
And yeah, they're facing off against an eco from Paradox, so wow. Ocean there with a huge... Was that a 4K clutch? That was a 4K
clutch.
That was massive. Obviously, that round needed to be won. We were talking about it at the beginning. If they lost it, they'd be ecoing or force buying. If they eco, they give Paradox that 15th round. If they force buy and lose it, they basically give Paradox the game. So, yeah, that was a big round. A round they could not afford to lose, and that 1 versus 4 clutch. Obviously, they're going to be pumped now. And on the other side, Paradox has got to be like questioning themselves. What happened there? 1 versus 4, and they couldn't pick that round up. So yeah, there's so much going on in these matches. You know, it's not just your own mentality; it's the opponent. You're playing your opponent just like you would in chess or any other mental game.
Exactly, and now Paradox maybe second-guessing themselves here, as it does look like we're going to see a B taken. Luckily for the Paradox players, they are in good position to hopefully defend here for their sake, as we do see Justin getting a beautiful one here. Virtus will put down both players, though, and that's going to be the round here, as only 1 frag on the eco. Stan bit the dust there, but 9-13, this is looking mighty close. We have a match on our hands here, and the force up from Paradox, they know that they cannot let SKDC continue this momentum. They need to shut them down like they did earlier in that rifle round. But that play from Ocean, that could be all they need here. He's hitting shots, and we can see the players behind him. They're lining up and making sure that they hit their shots as well. So SKDC, they've got some life. Let's see what they have here in round number 23.
This is a big force-up from Paradox. If this doesn't work, it's back to Eco Land for them, and that's going to be 13-10 going into an Eco, potentially putting it to 13-11. I almost kind of wish they would double Eco here and play this smart, keep the full buy for the next round, get all the nades that they need to properly defend. You can see right now, I don't know what they've used thus far. It's probably been a few smoke grenades, but they only have a couple flashes, 1 kit, and 2 FAMAS. That's not ideal for a buy, especially against the deadly, deadly AK. So I kind of think this is a little bit of a misplay from Paradox. They're obviously putting some confidence in their rifling, but if they lose this, that's huge. It's going to make that margin even smaller for SKDC. And we do see Stan Jesus there picking up the first one. That's Ellie down. Adwait in the back of sight is going to have to push out as he's getting mollied. Gets flashed, still picks up the kill, but jumps right back in that molly. So the barbecue frag for Else, celebrating the kill, coming in, getting another one. That's Silent down. Char's going to get traded out by Justin, though. It's now a 3 versus 2 retake for Paradox. Robertson, Justin versus Stan Jesus, Ocean, and Al's bomb is planted and ticking away, and the post-plant position from SKDC is pretty good. Looks like they have a man right underneath Heaven. There's a one in sight and one deep on B. That's Stan Jesus.
Yeah, Roberts is going to be pushing out from CT Connector. He's got Justin up in Heaven as well, and they will be able to get one, but firing back here, it's all up to Justin, and a 1v2. He drops into Checkered. He gets Ellis. Can he get the frag here? This could be another clutch in the other direction, but Ocean goes big once again in the 1v1 and shuts down Paradox 10-13. SKDC shut down the Force Buy, and like you were saying, Paradox, they are in shambles right now, not just in money, monetarily speaking, emotionally as well. They had such a lead coming into this half. What has happened here? SKDC is taken this by storm, and they're not looking to stop anytime soon here. This is... I can't believe this is happening. The comeback is real. SKDC making it happen here.
It's the Virtus Plow. I know it's not Virtus playing, but we have Virtus in the game, so it's the Virtus Plow.
That's perfect.
This momentum that SKDC is building, man, they're getting hard to stop. You know, they're looking very good in the buy rounds. Obviously, that round was very close. Came down to a 1 versus 1. But that's almost worse for Paradox than it is for SKDC. SKDC is fully aware of their situation. Paradox sitting in a different hand, though. They were up by a lot. And coming into a 1 versus 1 that they needed to win to prevent an eco, that's devastating for your morale. And it's already bad enough that they've lost this huge lead, potentially now taking it to a 13-11 scoreline after being up 11-4. This should not be happening.
Yeah, Justin alive at a 1v3, or 1v5 rather. He's got 10 HP to his name, and he also has Char just kind of staring in his direction. So we'll see if he can get any exit frags here, and any money that he could take out of the pockets of the T's. They aren't that great in the economy sense on the T's side, so wants to try and get something done here. Hasn't peeked out from Truck just yet, but I do imagine he will be doing so soon as Char again. Beautiful shot. That was a great one as, yep, let's count him up here. Can he get another? He peeks out, almost gets it. Ellis actually took a bullet to the body, but that's not the headshot he was looking for. And now SKDC 11-13 is a CT-sided map. So Paradox, they are not out of this, as SKDC definitely coming back here, but this is a close match, to say the least. This is a battle, and we're going to find out here who ends up taking it. Again, whoever wins moves into a best-of-3 versus Torque, so we'll see which team has what it takes to finish up here, as both rifle rounds, this could be the round to decide the match.
Absolutely, and something to mention about the fact that these teams will be playing Torque next in the best-of-3 lower bracket finals. This match is going to greatly affect whatever team ends up winning and going into that one. Because right now, Paradox started out strong and is fading out. SKDC started out weak and is finishing strong. Whichever team wins, they're going to be in such a strange mental state after this game that it's definitely going to roll over into the next one. Now, there should be a bit of a break, as Torque has a SIVO match tonight against CLG, so at least that'll give them a chance to reset. But I don't even know if that's good, because if you're the team coming in with, like, if you're SKDC and you win this, you're coming in with so much momentum, you don't want to stop. And if you're Paradox, you want that break. You want that break to reset whatever just happened, because it was such a close game after having such a high lead. So there's a definite game going on here between this and the next match. And here comes the execute right now on the A site. SKDC pushing out. Virtus is going to get dropped early by Silent, but flashes and smokes raining out here. And Justin just kind of playing this strange game, getting caught out in the smoke. Stan Jesus gets the frag. Char getting 2. That's Ellie and Roberts. And now it's a 4 versus 2. Silent and Adwait versus Ocean. Stan Jesus, Char, and Else. And this looks like it's going to be another round on the board for SKDC, taking it to 13-12. I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah, Adwait in a 1v3. Can he go massive here? He cannot, and Stan gets 2. They've got Char with 2 as well, and that was a great round. Actually, sorry, Stan got 3 there. He got a hat trick in that round, so 12-13 Paradox. They're on another eco. This is going to be a tie game unless something crazy happens. Again, we've seen very crazy eco rounds happen, so not counting them out, but as of now, their eco rounds, they don't get that crazy aggressive. They maybe will put multiple mid, something like that, but we haven't seen that much. Maybe like the nade stack over mid into the boost area. We've seen that before, but it's already going to be Virtus peeking up here. He's going to take a little bit of damage. He puts down Eli very low. That nade will finish him off now. And it is 4v5 as SKDC, again, if they can take this round, they are going to be in a tie match. And Char will put down Adwait. He tried to get sneaky, pushing through, but we will see Silent finally picking up a frag for the CT side.
And it looks like SKDC could very well tie this. A 4 versus 3 and an anti-eco. They do have a man right around the corner. That's Roberts with the 5-7, and it's a pretty strong pistol. Going to get into a duel with Virtus. Not going to come out the victor. Stan Jesus takes down Justin as well. And that's Silent in a 1v4. He does have an AK. Probably going to try and save it. Maybe get some extra frags. Their money isn't terrible over on the Paradox side due to the loss bonus. But a tie score? How is this coming to fruition? It's almost like this is a T-sided map now.
Apparently it is. Because, yeah, coming back, both teams going huge. 11 rounds for Paradox on the T side. They were looking like they were in a great position, but SKDC showing that they are not slouches on the T side of Cash. So Silent, he's going to go down to Char, and that's going to be the weapon that they were hoping to save going into round number 27 here, but 13-13 is our score line. I did not see this coming. I thought that Paradox getting that many in a row, I didn't think SKDC could come back. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But this is what you see from a team that has that type of experience. They've had comebacks before. They know that until the 16th round is won, the game is not over. So we are going to see round 27 here, fully equipped on both sides. And I know I already said this, the round 2 rounds ago, whoever wins this is kind of deciding the match. This is for real now. This is for real. 13-13. Let's see who's bringing it home.
Yeah, in Counter-Strike, we don't have any fat ladies that sing, but obviously round number 16 is the indicator of when the game is over. Maybe if you guys want us to, we can employ someone to take that role on. I've heard that that Jeremy has a wonderful singing voice, but
I've heard it. It's true.
Anyway, it is a tie score, and I agree with Sprawl. I did not see this comeback. I thought that the way Paradox played in the first half, there was no way that SKDC was going to show up. And this map is CT-sided, but these teams proving otherwise. Right now, 13-13. So much is riding on this round for both teams. Paradox has to shut down this momentum that SKDC has built. And they're going to try here. Justin's going to get the first one. That's Ocean down, but he's going to get flashed. Hopping for life there. Gets taken down by Stan Jesus. Roberts and Adwait coming up with big frags. That's Stan Jesus and Else down, but the bomb is going B. The fake from SKDC. It's Virtus and Char. 2 versus 3, but Paradox already wise to the fact that the bomb is being planted elsewhere. So Eli, or Ellie, Roberts, and Adwait have to come up big here. Otherwise, this could be demoralizing, economy breaking, etc., etc., etc. It's a 3 versus 2 for the ages here. Char's going to get the first one. That's Ellie down. Roberts responds, and Virtus is going to come up big or go down. And he does go down, so Roberts gets the 2K there. Retake goes in favor of Paradox. So 14-13, that's a big round for them. It's the first one they've won in a while. But SKDC's money is so stacked that they could afford to lose that round, even if the score is not exactly ideal. Obviously, one more round in his match point for Paradox. But if they win this round, it's back to that eco zone for Paradox. So if they could win this, take it to 14-14, they could face an anti-eco for match point, and this could be a 30-round game.
It certainly could be, as Paradox, they pick up that round. It was oh so important as they dropped many rounds in a row. It was actually a total of 6 in a row before picking one up. So Paradox, they now feel like they're back into it, I'm sure. So let's see what happens here. SKDC, they're going to have to work some magic. That fake almost worked out. It bought them enough time to get the bomb down, but they took a lot of damage moving into the site. So we did see that retake, and here we are, round 28, 13-14. We do have the T's just kind of playing picks right now. Virtus, he's boosted up, looking over mid. He hasn't spotted anybody as of yet, as Justin, the only one near mid, playing highway, hasn't peeked to give them anything, and that is oh so important. He still has control of it, as he can peek out if he needs to, but other than that, they are kind of leaving mid open to the SKDC lineup.
Right now, there is a bit of slow play right now from SKDC, just kind of feeling things out. They got a man over on B. That's the 5-man else. Rest of the team sort of stacking up towards mid. Bomb is taking its time, and it looks like they're going to execute towards B, and they are getting that mid control. Molly on the vent. Justin's going to push up highway and take down one, but gets traded out immediately by Char. And that is the bottom fragger for SKDC, so even though Stan Jesus is a great player, it's not a huge loss as he hasn't really been having much luck this game. Smokes and flashes raining out Molly's as well. Ellie's going to try and fall back into sight, but Char's going to take him down. Char gets traded out by Adway. Adway playing that corner, going to get gunned down by Virtus with the Tech 9. The trade there again. Silent comes in. Now it's a 2 versus 2. This is so chaotic. It's just like the pistol round all over again. This round means so much for both of these teams. 8 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the plant. Oh my goodness.
They are going to get it down here. Ocean and Ella's still alive, but behind the same box, and they know it in the Paradox lineup. They're going to take down one. Can they get Ocean as well? They get the frag, and Paradox, they are now on match point here. 15-13. It looked a little bit bleak when SKDC was coming back, but this is Paradox showing that they're gonna get those rounds eventually. It's gonna happen eventually. They just wanted to make this entertaining, right? Right?
Yeah,
right.
They were just teasing us this whole time.
Exactly. They're just tempting us. But
now this game is not over. Let's
not.
not count SKDC out. They're not on an eco. They have a full buy, and I mean a full buy. Nades across the board. SKDC could take this, and you can see Paradox ecoing because their money really isn't that great. It has not quite recovered. They have a couple players that could buy up, but they'd have 2 players on eco, maybe potentially 3. Ellie's sitting at 1100, would probably be able to pick up a FAMAS and some armor. So if SKDC pick this round up, we could be going to overtime.
We certainly could be, as a minute 15 still on the clock. No damage done in either direction here. They've got Roberts. He's posted up in Shroud spot. Justin playing near quad here, and they haven't dedicated to a site as of yet on the T side. We've got Virtus boosted up in mid. And again, we've got Ocean playing from A main stand, just trying to fire some spray through Squeaky Door, but as of now, it is just very slow play. They only have ad weight on side of the B site, and that is a little bit risky, but they're going for that risk. They know it's been the B site that they're contending with quite often, but now, after losing that round, they want to go for the A site, and that's going to be Roberts dying inside of the boost spot. Here we go. They're going to be entering the site. Eli tries to get something done. He puts damage in, but that's going to be all the CTs on site going down. Silent will take down Virtus. It is a 2v4 here, but they are forced to save. This match, like you said, is not over. SKDC pick up the win in this round, and it's going to be 15-14 with not a lot of money on that CT side, and that's exactly why we see them being hunted. Silent about to get pushed here. Stan puts them down. Adwade, he's going to get 1 frag, but are they going to be able to get him here? Ocean, close around the corner, gets the frag, and that's going to be no weapons in the favor of Paradox.
And look at their money. If they saved those guns, there was potential because they could buy a couple FAMASs, drop, keep the armor and the guns on those players. They'd have 4 rifles. Instead, they have a Scout and 5.7s, a Deagle on Justin. Man, how did this happen? How did this Paradox, even though this is going to be going to overtime more than likely, and let's say pick up a crazy eco round here, how does Paradox perform in overtime after losing such a big lead? They were up 11-4 off the T side on cash. That's nuts. This should not be happening.
Exactly. Things have been crazy, and already we see Ellis going down. That's the aggression near B, so advantage to the CTs. Virtus has taken damage as well already, as he does see a nade sail past.
Look at Justin.
He's glad that's not going to happen, but Justin gets taken down. They peek the right corner. Roberts, he's going to get Stan with a nade out. He gets it, and now he's got an AK-47. He's got full armor, and this is going to be a man advantage for the CTs. They've picked up 2 AK-47s. Adwait still with a scout in hand. Virtus pushed up mid, but the other Ts, they're not sure where to go. They are going to be going towards this B site so slowly, but that might not be the best idea. We see Adwait waiting with a scout in hand. He's already scoped into that position. Silent inside a sight. What are they going to do here? SKDC playing for their tournament life in this round.
This is the round we should have expected here. This has been quite a match. Char with a beautiful headshot. Gonna get gunned down to 12 HP though. And here comes the push from SKDC. They only have 28 seconds left. They need to get into sight. The rotate is coming quickly. Ellie's gonna be in heaven if they don't hurry up. Molly's gonna rain out smokes as well, but there's a man in the back of sight. That is Silent, and he did find an AK. He's got full armor. They need to get this frag. They're gonna get it, but they're traded out immediately by Ellie. It's a 2 versus 2. 12 seconds left on the round. Molly raining out.
Oh my
Here
God,
comes the
Ellie's
push.
gonna be out!
Oh my goodness.
What a
Ellie with
play!
the 3K at the end of the game, taking it in round 30. Are you kidding me?
What? He pushes through the smoke and he's like, yeah, I know you want to go for that plant, but I ain't allowing it. Puts them down. What a play. And Paradox, they wait to the last round to do it, but they put away the match, and they're going to be through to our finals in the lower bracket, a best of 3 versus Torqued. Oh boy, are they going to be feeling good right now. Taking Exile out, taking SKDC. What does this team do versus Torqued?